Hey there, it's the English Picker here. Just going to do a quick video. I'm not sure whether this will work out or not, about how I make little silver bars and ingots. You can see them in here. These are 1 or 2. This one weighs an ounce. This one weighs an ounce and a half. This one's 1/4 of an ounce. Little ones there. So today I'm going to have a go at casting one. Okay, things you need. Safety specs, some leather goggles, some cold water, then you've got a blowtorch. This is just a standard propane blowtorch. Just got to make sure that it gets up to the required temperature. This one goes on a lead to a little canister, but you can do it with the handheld ones just about. So you know, the best one you can afford, basically. If you can get one that mixes with oxygen, even better. We've got a fireproof brick. We've got the crucible here. This one's got a crack in it, but it'll do. We've got the holder here, so you can pour it into the mould. Of course, we've got the silver. We've got just over 1/2 ounce of silver there, so that'll be fine. We've got the mould. You can use graphite mould, or this is like I'm not sure, it's some kind of metal. It's like a steel mould. Just got to waft the torch over it just to soot it to make sure it doesn't stick. But you can use wooden moulds. This is one I've used previously for this piece down here when I cast it. Just routed this out, a piece of oak, made sure it was really wet. The only problem when you do that is sometimes you get concave bits where the water turns into steam. But you know, you can cast it in wood and other materials. Then also you need some borax powder. Now what I've had to do is, it's laundry detergent, but in the UK we can't get it because it's something to do with terrorism, so we have to get it in these cones which you mix up. So I've ground it down. We've got the powder there. For about 1/2 ounce you need maybe a teaspoonful, not even that. And what that does is it gives the inside, I don't know if you can see the shiny coating there, it's like glass. It gives it like a shiny slipperiness, so it means that the silver moves about more freely and doesn't stick. So yeah, they're the things you need, really. Okay guys, here we go. So I've just mixed the silver in with the borax in there. It's nicely mixed together. And what you want to do is you get the flame, so you've got a nice little cone, and then you just waft over the mould, just give it a layer of soot. And you do want the mould hot, because otherwise, you know, moulds can shatter when hit by the molten metal. So at the time you do want it nice and hot. So I'm just going to give this a heat now. This may take a bit of time. We're almost there now. I don't know if you can see, that is a liquid. I'll move it away, that is a molten liquid. Just got to get the last stragglers to be involved. And then I'll just tip it forward and tickle it towards the edge, and then I'll just keep heating it, because you want it to be molten for a while to make sure that it's fully liquid and there's no lumps and bumps in it. And there's a rogue bit up there, but I'll probably just leave that. And then you just tickle it to the edge, and then go between it and the mould to get it the same temperature, and then we'll pour it. Okay, so it's nice and molten now. Here we go. It's fully moving around, which means there's enough of the borax in there. It should be completely liquid, not like honey. It should be between sort of like a maple syrup thickness, and you can move it around fairly easy. So you bring it over to the mould, just getting the mould hot at the same time, so there's no thermal shock, but maintaining the heat in it. Slowly tip it. And then the idea is to be assertive and just go for it. Here we go. See, it's in there. Okay, it's nice and hot in there, and that should be, yeah, that's free and loose. We get it, and then just dunk it in there. And that's it. Not the best of pours, because I was filming I ballsed it up a little bit. That should be enough to touch now. Yep, that's nice and cool. So there you have it, a little silver ingot. We've got a little bit of tailings there, which is annoying. It's a shoddy pour on my part. I poured it in too quickly, so it sort of splashed back up. But you know, I could remelt that. But it's a nice ½ ounce nugget. All I'll do now is I'll take some really fine wire wool and just clean up all this outside gunk. You'll get a kind of a glassy substance. You can see a bit just there. That'll snap off. That's just the borax gobbling up some of the impurities. But yeah, nice little 925 ½ ounce bar. Okay, so what I've done is I've just gone over it with a hammer just to take some of the impurities off the top. Still got that lump there, which I could cut off and whatnot, but since it's just sort of a homemade bar, it'll be alright. I'm going to take some of this really fine 4/0 wire wool and just it's hard to do one-handed, but just give it a rub just to take some of the gunk off the top. You could get sandpaper in there, but that would remove quite a lot of the material. So I'll hit it with that, maybe some 1000 grit wet and dry sandpaper, and then I'll take it over. I mean, you don't have to do these steps, but I do because it makes them look nicer. Then you take it over to the buffing machine, or you could use a paste metal polish and a bit of elbow grease and get it polished up. Okay, after quite a bit of polishing, got a nice little silver ingot type thing. Now, I'm probably going to recast this because I ballsed it up. But, you know, you can get some pretty decent shape. You can get the shape ones to come out with more nicer shapes and whatnot. But these do for me, you know. I don't want to go too far extent. I mean, you can go to the thing of getting more square by beating it. But yeah, that's it. And if you get yourself a set of punches, you can put silver 0.95 on there if you want. But for my purposes, that'll do. So that'll get added to the stack. So yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. I thought I'd just do one of these videos for you because lots of people have been asking me about it. So yeah, if you want me to do any other kind of videos, if there's anything that interests you around what I do, do let me know. And for all the people who are watching this for the first time, do check out my other videos and see where I get all this silver from. So thanks for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you all soon.